It is finally here. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Echo, and Actions and Stuff has just been updated. This is the first update for arguably the best texture pack ever released. This is the 1.1 version, which is mostly a quality of life update, and it does fix some major bugs that the community has been reporting. More importantly, one of those issues is that Actions and Stuff hasn't been compatible with a lot of Minecraft Marketplace add-ons and content. This is now possible for Marketplace partners to make it compatible with their content. So hopefully some of the pre-existing things you have purchased will now work with Actions and Stuff. Alongside that, we now have better crawling, better climbing, better creative experience. Parrots have idle animations and so much more. I'm here to do a full breakdown, but as a teaser, the developers also teased some pretty exciting stuff coming in the 1.2 update. This is going to be a very exciting year for Actions and Stuff throughout 2025. We have really cool animations with like boats in a chest, feeding wolves, and much more. That is coming later this year. I want to start today's video with a slight problem with Minecraft Realms combined with Actions and Stuff. I know I'm not the only person who has encountered this. I spoke to Orville Studios and basically asked them, what is the deal? What is the problem? Now, they have told me that this is a Minecraft and Microsoft issue, has been for a very long time, and it's never been resolved. So the other day, I was live streaming twitch.tv/EchoXSoldier, and I was playing Realms for the first time in years. And I wanted to play with Actions and Stuff, but I didn't want the Actions and Stuff experience. Basically, I just wanted the really cool animations. Now, I know for a fact you guys have had this issue where you disable the Actions and Stuff experience, but when you go into game, it defaults back to the Actions and Stuff experience. Like this. Again, nothing wrong with this, just not how I like to play Minecraft. But you'll notice here, when I go into my realm settings and I edit this, you will see that I actually disabled this inside of here. If we go in here, you'll see for some reason it was also turning on 2 actions and stuff for me. But if we go inside of here, and I'm just going to slow this down real quick to show you guys, you will see that I have disabled the Actions and Stuff experience here. I've done it right there, right? The middle one should be the vanilla experience. But you'll notice that when I go back into game, you can see it's still there. When I go back into here to try and load up the world again, it just defaults back to this experience. So you're not alone. This is an issue, and I'm making this in this. I'm adding this to today's video because it needs to be fixed. We go back inside of here, it default turns itself on right there. And if we go ahead and just speed it up one more time, you will see that when we get into a game here, which we're about to do, it's just going to be the the Actions and Stuff experience, not the vanilla one. So this is apparently an ongoing issue, has been for quite some time. Let's see if this is going to show you guys real quick here. This was a long live stream. Okay, so I'm exporting in progress. Let's see what happens when we get into game here. Oh yeah, so I had to use an old version of Actions and Stuff, the one before it was added to the marketplace. Let me just show you guys the issue. Orville Studios said this: Realms are unable to apply the vanilla and custom subpacks. Only 16 times works correctly. This is not an issue with Actions and Stuff itself, but rather a Realms bug, which we are reporting to Mojang. If you don't want to play with the 16-time Actions and Stuff, the only workaround at the moment is to remove the pack from the realm and apply it to your game and global resources. You can then change the slider correctly and the animation will display correctly in your realm. So yeah, this has been a major issue and they never fixed it after all of these years, apparently. Also, if you're watching today's video, let me know in the comments section, what is your favorite animation in Actions and Stuff? I think mine has to be the attacking or the mining. Let me know in the comments section. And one more thing to be mentioned, all of the changes have been applied to every single experience, whether you're playing the Actions and Stuff vanilla or the custom subpacks, unless it's a texture-related change. The first thing they have changed is that banner shields now work correctly. Not sure if this was just a visual bug, but apparently on some occasions this wouldn't work correctly. One of my favorite changes is new first-person animations for climbing ladders, crawling, and swimming. So check this out. Look at this. How cool is this? Going up and down is just so much better now. I really love that they are paying attention to not only third person, but also first person. Although I do tend to spend a lot of time in, of course, the third person. This also applies for crawling as well. How cool is this? And it looks even better in this perspective right here. So yeah, better crawling, better climbing. Let me show you better swimming. I believe there's also been some changes to the splashing. Nothing major, just more subtle. If we check out the swimming, we'll start underwater. Keep an eye on both of my hands here, as you can see. Really cool. And this has also been applied when you're swimming on top of the surface. And you can kind of see a couple of bubbles going on there. But again, I still think the best experience is in third person. But still really cool changes. Just don't get yourself killed by drowning. Anyway, talking about drowning, the turtle helmet was also improved. Hang on though, new third person animation for creative flight. You did see this at the start of the video. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and just jump, check this out, and move forward. I get like Iron Man vibes from this. I was so impressed with how this looks. Let's check it out from this perspective as well. So yeah, if you're a creative player and you just really like actions and stuff, they've changed this. How cool is this? What's it like when you fall down though? It's still the really cool falling design there, but so cool. But yeah, I felt like Iron Man with this. Quite intimidating, but again, a really cool change if you like to play in creative. There it is. The turtle just popped out in time. This is what I'm talking about. So they said turtle helmets is now in the vanilla experience, which is the 32 times. So if you like to play without the textures, just the vanilla experience, this has been added. Let me show you. Keep an eye on the hat. It's there. Let's put this on. Let's put this on. I gotta show you guys. Is it applied on here as well? Does it pop out on this one? It looks really cool on my skin, but this is the vanilla experience that I prefer to play like. I just prefer the vanilla Minecraft experience. There it is. It popped out. So this is now added to this version as well, and I have to admit, I'm so glad they did this. New painting textures. Now, I'm going to be honest, because I don't play this experience often, I don't fully know which ones are new. Some of them that I do know are new. I think the avocado and the bunny, and maybe this one, which is the actions and stuff character. But yeah, these have been altered. There's even more if you like to play like this. The next one is they have a new parrot idle animation. And if you just keep an eye on the parrots, they will actually do some pretty cool stuff. I love that. It's changing its head side to side, which is so cool because, of course, you're able to tame these. And if you just want these for pure and simply visual, they're just amazing to have around your base. I had to enclose this one in barrier blocks. Moving on to the new content and improvements. They said added a preset system to allow add-on creators to hook into actions and stuff animations. Now, if you are a marketplace partner or if you are an add-on creator, they have outlined a little bit more on their Discord regarding this. I've had a lot of comments saying, hey, Echo, does this work with actions and stuff? Does that work with actions and stuff? This doesn't work with actions and stuff. That doesn't work with actions and stuff. Now, marketplace partners can make actions and stuff compatible with their add-ons. So you got to stop asking me, or you got to stop asking the people that made actions and stuff and start asking the people that make the add-ons. They now have the power to do so, so more compatibility should be available. Another change is that they slightly redesigned Spyglass model and better matched the item icon texture. So I love this. This is my favorite thing about this, by the way. Whoop. How cool is that? Yeah, I'm the coolest guy in town. Anyway, apparently the model here has changed. So you can see it's got a better outline. We can take a perfect look at our beautiful, beautiful parrots over there. So that's been changed. They also said animated furnace and smoker blocks. I actually didn't know if this was animated before. I'm guessing this. Aha. Yes. Oh, that looks cool. Okay. Didn't know or didn't realize that that wasn't a thing previously. They did say shield animation is now slightly more responsive in first person. I'm not sure what this means. Is it just means, like, was there more of a delay? Maybe there was more of a delay. I never really encountered too much of a problem with this, but I don't really fight too much with the shields. Where's my totem peeps at? And then this one is, player has a new color overlay when damaged, so it is more clear in the multiplayer when taking damage. There is also a subtle overlay when healing. The best way for me to show you this is going to be with a potion. So I throw this and take damage. You can see there. But as we start to heal, I'm guessing this wasn't fully visible in a multiplayer experience. It's just a great way to tell damaged versus healing. Another one here is that recolored candles to match item icon. I'm guessing these But then we have even more changes, and I mean there is an insane amount of changes here. In terms of, like, textures and altered, so, like, they've got flour, texture changes, updated icon for raw and cooked chicken, a lot of tweaks. So if you are interested in this, again, head over to their Discord. They did release a full changelog with all of these changes available, such as new subtle animated water texture, which is what I was trying to show you before, added new texture for horse jump meter, and a bunch more. And then other textures that they did say they've changed is that we now have more changes to this. Oh, okay. I haven't seen that before. What's that meant to be? Is that a book or a candle? Looks like it's meant to be like a candle on a shelf. Yeah, so they now have variations. Apparently, grass blocks have also got a couple of different variations as well. Apparently, glass is much better now, whether it's glass panes or blocks, visibility-wise. Like this, you can see a lot better through it. But again, these are all outlined on the official bug reports, and even these have been slightly altered. Some of them a lot less than others. In case you don't use Discord, not a problem. We do have bug fixes and audio fixes. Let's read the changelog. Tons and tons of bug fixes. So shout out to the community for getting back to the creators to make this texture pack even better. If you are encountering any issues that we haven't talked about, make sure you join their Discord. Make sure you leave some feedback. That is the best way you can help this pack get developed. So if you've had these issues, they should now be resolved. Anyway, guys, hope today's video has helped you out. I will keep you all updated with actions and stuff. We have version 1.0 over there, 1.1 over here. 1.2 is going to be exciting. When it's available, I'll let you all know. If you could leave a like, I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.